Hello. My name's Jill, and we're going to Newcastle University on the SIPS project. As you can see, SIPS stands for Screening and Brief Interventions Programme for Sensible Drinking, but because we can't say all that in one mouthful, we call it SIPS. We're going to the Institute of Health and Society at Newcastle University. Now, the project itself is one of the largest of its kind, and it's been funded by the Department of Health. We've got 3.2 million for that, so that's a candidate of wonder. It's actioned under the part of that one, and that's just 2 questions. And we've got the FAST, which if they screen positive at the top, they go on to the next slide. And this is all combined against the audit, which is the gold standard. Now, condition 2 means that they get the brief advice, which is fantastic, because it's 5 minutes of information given, which pretty much goes over units, which how many people know what a unit is, so it's really helpful. It goes over what they need to aim for to reduce risk, and looking at little plans and how individuals who are drinking at a slightly higher risk than what the Department of Health would recommend. So that's condition 2. The second part of that is how much is too much leaflet, which is really comprehensive. It covers the individual and alcohol, how it affects other people, a bit to do with the law. There's another test in there which is a bit like the audit, and the information on websites, 24-hour helpline, and local agencies. And condition 3, this is brief lifestyle counselling, which is a lot of motivational behaviour modification kind of stuff, rammed into 20 minutes. So that's a lot about empowering the individual to see where they're at with their alcohol abuse. And pretty much what I'd like to find out is to measure which screening tools are the most effective, which are the most cost effective, and which show the most effective over the wide schemes, because as I said, we're in probation, accident emergency and general practice. It has been proven in previous studies. Professor Eileen Keener, our older boss, has already proven that. So if you would like any more information, there's studies or useful links, and then that's pretty much just our team in the North East. The researchers are just too gorgeous to be here, so just to health workers. Cheers for that. And that's the South team, that's the doctors and professors. So that's pretty much it, I think, unless there's anything that Ruth is my senior work. There's anything that you'd like to add, or the alcohol harm reduction strategy. So hopefully we'll do our jobs. Now, the aim of it is to screen and detect methods for risk in alcohol consumption. And as we've heard before, alcohol doesn't discriminate against anyone. It can affect everyone at any point. But for this study, we're looking at people over 18 and looking at levels of risk rather than the hard element. Okay, now, the places that we're looking at, we're going into GP surgeries, accident emergencies, and criminal justice systems. Now, the main parts of the study are in London and the South East, and in Newcastle and the North East. In Newcastle, or our area as it were, we're covering from Linemouth, Asherton, down to Darlington, Hexham, Gateshead, and Newcastle. I missed anywhere. South Shields?
The South Line includes South as well.
Yeah. The programme's for 2 years, and the individuals who are participants in the study get a follow-up after 6 months. We're hoping to get 2,600 people, and yeah, which is a lot of people ask because a lot don't want to be involved. the interventions themselves, it's a participant's choice whether they want to be involved. So like my day yesterday, I was in accident emergency, so I was giving people this leaflet which explained a little bit about what the study was about, who was involved, what were the bosses, and what we expected of them. And if they said yes, which hopefully they did, then they went on to condition 1. We have 3 conditions. They've been randomised throughout the North East and London. And condition 1 consists, which takes down the eligibility criteria where they live. And after that, we're looking at 3 different types. Different types of screening questions. Now, in the general, it's this one, just one question. And that's pretty much to find out, we're asking these different questions to pretty much find out which ones work. So if one question works, then that's great. If we need to ask 4, then we need to ask 4. So there's the parenting test. That's not being used in the North East, but it's only used in accident emergencies. And I believe that it's in one of the South East hospitals.
Thank you, Steve. It's much better now, there's no PowerPoint. Does anybody have any questions? Someone must have one. No, you can't go at the pub. No questions.
Yeah, can Leslie get some more food?
Yeah.
She's clamming. What? You can get some more food, you're clamming?
No, I think...
Can I ask one thing?
I was going to check with you.
Grow, and I look forward to seeing you all again next year. Special thanks go to Barbara for everything she's done today. You know, they say I'm the boss, but no, Barbara's the boss in our office. She pays the money. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much. People's agency in Sunderland called WIDA. If you want, I'll give you the number. They're just across on John Street. So, okay. Anybody?
What time, Smoko?
What times?
Smoko?
Smoko?
Smoke.
I think today we've highlighted that if you get an idea, you don't always need lots of money to push it. I think right from the very start of this, I've believed in what I can do, what we will do, being very, very focused. There's been, obviously, everybody says, well, everybody I was asking for money to get this going. Sorry, we got no money for alcohol. But it hasn't stopped me from getting up and doing what I believe in. And the model neraf is creating, as I said earlier, is getting national attention now. And I just want to reiterate that I couldn't have done this alone. You know, I now have a good, solid team behind me who help out with the little things. Like today, it's been great because I said to Barbara, you look after the AGM bit and I'll do the other bit. And that's what it's like with neraf now, because yeah, we're a young organisation, but we're a growing organisation. And none of this would have been possible without people coming to the groups and responding to how we work. Because to me, it's not rocket science what we're doing. This is how I feel I would have liked to have been treated when I was going through the mill with alcohol. And I think that's one thing I can take from this now, because none of us at neraf ever say never. None of us can say that we will never drink alcohol. But I feel that if it did happen to me and turn into a full relapse, whatever, neraf would help me out. And I feel, you know, pleased about that, because so many people